YouTube. This is Dean the Vaping Biker, and tonight we're going to do a vlog, and I'm going to try really hard to get it done reasonably sharpish again. So last night, I think, was it last night? Yeah, I put the Coil Master giveaway up and going, which is brilliant. I think very quickly I had a lot. I think I had about 150 entries within the first couple of hours. So that was going pretty damn well. What else have we done? We've got that. There was quite a few people. I don't know if you've seen it, but there was quite a few people that were emailing from my kind of the YouTube email address, which is info@vapingbiker. I think maybe I didn't quite say enough that it was comps@vapingbiker.co.uk, but there we go. What can you do? So, first and foremost, I want to thank you. I want to thank every single one of you individually. I'd like to come around your house, shake your hand and give you a little hug, but that's just not practical or allowed in today's society. As of making this video, this was meant to come out like a week and a half ago, but I'll go into why that didn't happen in a minute. But I am now at 5,155 subscribers. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's so cool. So thank you very, very much for everybody that has subscribed to me. It's one of those things where kind of we really sort of got things moving. I don't know, at the end of the first quarter of this year, I started to find my groove a little bit, if you could call it that, and I've been trying to up my game a little bit since then. And you know, it seems to be that for some reason you guys are still enjoying watching me talk bollocks, which is ridiculous, because I haven't got any friends in real life. No, it's I think it's absolutely superb. So thank you very, very much indeed. From the bottom of my juice pile, I thank you greatly, because it's crazy. I said this, I think I said it around about the 500 subs mark, that it just blows me away. And you know, it really does. It just knocks my spots off. I think I did. Let me have a quick look here. I don't know. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I don't. But, you know, I love you all so much. I really do, though. Where are we? It's here somewhere. It's here somewhere. Where is it? Is it? Am I boring you yet? I can't find the video. Well, how rude is that? No, can't find it. It's disappeared. Anyway, yes, I did a 500 video not so long back, and it's just gone. Oh, there we go. 6 months ago. 500 subs 6 months ago. According to YouTube, redonkulous. Absolutely redonkulous. But awesome. Loving it. Loving it. Thank you very much. So, yes, that was brilliant. And I really, really do appreciate it. I don't really know how else I can sort of express my thanks, if you like. The key thing for me has always been about kind of doing the type of review that I'm quite happy sitting and watching, and at the same time hopefully giving you out some useful information floating around somewhere as well. And you know, if you've been happy with that, then it's been my pleasure. And thank you very much to everybody along the way that's given me comments, both the positive and not quite so positive. I had I had someone that won't be named on one of my social media platforms not so long back just write, "Fuck you." No context, nothing. Fuck you. Just why would you do that? But yeah, it's crazy. But thank you very much. So yeah, there we go. That's that. So why has it taken a little bit longer than the 5,000? I mean, it was only kind of a week and a half ago I hit the 5K, I think. But it's because you've seen the new intro. Let me know what you think. There's a new intro and a new outro. So there's two different aspects sandwiching these reviews together now. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. I think it looks pretty damn sweet. It was yeah, it's just super appreciated, and super appreciated. I'm super appreciative, and who am I super appreciative to? Well, my friend Sean from Plumes helped me out with the computery bit of that, because I am as technical as a house brick. So yeah, so I was kind of, should we say I was director? Can I say that? I'm a director. Yes, I am. But yeah. Anyway, so he's awesome for helping me out with that, and I love him very much so for a chunky angry American. But why is his hand up there? That was helping me focus on something. Oh, yeah, this is where the intro lives. This is where the outro lives. Yeah. The intro is just one of those things that, and the outros, I think it kind of goes with the channel, and it shows a certain level of growth. I really need to stop my phone making lots of beepy noises. Now, one of the interesting things, or I hope you find it interesting as well, one of the things that I want to do with that intro is I want to showcase unsigned bands. Now, not just a fuck ton of things. We've got about 15 seconds at the front where I don't want any lyric. I just want sort of the sound side of things, the music. And at the tail end, we've got a little bit longer. We've got about 25 seconds on some of the videos. Not all, I will cut that down, but on some of the videos that will kind of give us a little bit of extra oomph, and you can hear a bit of the vocal and all that sort of stuff. So the idea is, if you like a little bit of rock, if you're in a band that you're not signed and you'd like a little bit of exposure, then drop me a message and let me know, because if I can help out that way, that's kind of, I know it sounds really wanky, but it's kind of a little thing that I'd like to do to try and help, an aspect of potentially my viewers that, I would have liked. I mean, obviously you've got my guitar there, or guitars. I played in a band for a long time, and I loved it, to be honest with you. I absolutely loved it, and the biggest thing was trying to get the music out there so people could hear it. So yeah, I mean, it's something that you can go to if you want to. If you don't, then no problem at all. But let me know. I do like my I like my metal. I like my rockabilly. I like, worryingly, I like a little bit of jazz now and then as well. Just a touch of jazz, yes. Quite eclectic taste. So I like music that makes me feel something a little bit, do you know what I mean? Not all the time, but not that. But do you know what I mean? That's I like music that makes me feel stuff. And the music that's on there at the minute, a friend of mine that I used to be in a band with many years ago, Lee, is in a band called Conspires 2, which is they're coming out with some pretty cool stuff. So I wanted to put him on at the front and the back end there for the very first go of the new look, if you like. So I'm going to put the details down as well to the band's websites every time I change it up in the description. So that's there, and yeah. It is what it is. So I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you kind of like listening to a few different things. And I'm pretty interested to. I'm not having any drum and bass or dubstep and none of that business. I'm not doing that, I'm afraid. I want instruments. So if you're in a band and you think you're pretty sweet, and I've got a good sort of groove on, if you like, then let me know. Okay. Thank you very much. Now. Excuse me, I've just had a monstrous Chinese meal. Let's talk about some other bits and bobs. Giveaway. Now, I've said a few times in my recent sort of vlogs and what have you that I'm going to do a giveaway at 5,000, and that is absolutely happening. Now, I should have been doing more reviews this week, but unfortunately life gets in the way. The car's decided to break, work's been a bastard. Just a whole bunch of things. So that's exactly what you need, isn't it? Just before Christmas, your car goes... Fuck you. Fuck you. I wonder if it was the car that actually made a comment on my thing or something. I don't know. But what have we got? There is basically a ton of stuff. Now, I'm not super vape famous and all that sort of stuff, so I'm going to try and do two raffles. Am I doing 2 raffles? Yeah. I think I'm going to try and do 2 raffles. One with predominantly brand new stuff. So, I mean, I've got a ton of OBS tanks and various bits and bobs that I'm going to be throwing up, and a couple of mods. And there will be a chunk of stuff that I've reviewed in the past that is, is pretty much spot on. And I'm going to throw it in there. So hopefully, I mean, there'll be some RDAs in there. There'll be possibly one or two more tanks, 1 or 2 more mods. What else? What else can I buy? I don't know. I'll find some stuff to throw in there. So I am aiming to do that, to get that all together this coming weekend. I've just not had the time to pull everything together and sort everything in different boxes and all that sort of stuff. So I am going to be doing that. Now, it is going to be a raffle rather than just a freebie giveaway. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because I've said before about the shelter that I want to help. It's called Faith, Faith, and it is it's all about looking after animals. It's a no-kill shelter, so you know they don't put animals down just because there isn't space for them and all that sort of stuff. So it really is to help a good cause. And I hope you go. I mean, when I've mentioned it before, a lot of you people have kind of been really pro that and thinking along a similar line to me on that one. So hopefully you're really kind of still going to support that with us, and we can together we can get a little bit of cash together and get things going. And at the same time, I'm going to see what's left, and there may be another giveaway at some point, but we'll see how we get on. Anything that I have reviewed obviously will have been run through the sonic cleaner and cleaned up and all that sort of malarkey, but I'll go over all of that when we do the actual raffle itself. I've got to try and figure out a more technically perfect way of doing that as well, but I'll worry about that later. Now then, a few bits and bobs. Oh, Conspires to, by the way, just going back to where I was talking about earlier on. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. The Conspires 2 band that my buddy Lee is on is it's actually www.conspires2, as in conspire, CONSPIRES, and then 2, TO, conspires2.com. So go and check it out. Go and have a listen to some of their stuff. It's not bad at all. So we've got that going on. What else have we got going on? We have what's coming up. Well, there's a crap ton of stuff I've already told you is coming up, and I've just not had the time to do. But, so we've still got the 2-puff stripper to do. That's a definite. We've got the Lush RDA to do. That's going to happen. Very soon, I want to get this face-off done. I'm going to do both of these together and talk you through both of them. Now, it's been a little bit of a chat about the old RX200 on Facebook recently, and the way I see it on that one, it's user error. To be honest with you, I break a lot of shit. Don't. If you need a stress tester, if you know if your mod is going to be actually, put up with a whole bunch of stuff, fucking send it to this guy. I am just horrifically unlucky with the most basic of things just going wrong, and it just happens. And it turns out that luck has now moved on to cars as well, which is super. But you haven't got to send me one of them. That's all right. But no, with this, I have had no problems. It's not missed a heartbeat since I've had it. Like I said, it was eClear Vaping, Great Yarmouth, that gave me this, and I'm hugely appreciative of it because I think it just works. It works well. This has been my daily kind of basher mod, it just gets thrown around and it's putting up with things extremely well. So yes, that's definitely coming up, and I'm going to talk through about all the bits and bobs on that. That is hopefully tomorrow is the Ideal Home Show, so it'll either be Friday or Saturday. I'm aiming definitely by the end of play on Sunday. That'll be up along with one or two others, and the giveaway raffle. What else? So I've said about the Lush. Yes, with this Lush from Waterfo, it's all I'm saying. Again, right? I'm gonna try and pull that in. So the Waterfo Lush RDA is it's not a bad RDA in itself. It really isn't. However, cyclonic air. Now, I don't get it. I think I've explained why I don't get it before, and I will go into it more when I do the full review, but I don't get it. I don't think it works, and I think it's all a big fallacy. Because if you've got a big hole at the top, pulling in through little holes down here, even though they're drilled at an angle, that big hole has got more force to make it go in and then straight up, rather than in and... It's not going to do that, is it? Why is it going to do that? It's not going to do that. It'll do that if you're pushing the air in, but not if you're pulling it in. So I don't get it. And interestingly, I don't know if let's have a little look here for a second. Stick it on the old 521. No, I put a 10 coil in there, so that's not going to help you at all. What has interested me, when I've had dual coil in there, there's been, you know, from either side of the wick, one of them has been darker than the other, and it's been opposing sides, if that makes sense. So where the air does come in, it comes in kind of a little bit and helps sort the wick on one side, but not the other. Anyway, we'll go into that later. But that's definitely got to come up. The 2 puffs, as I say, that's coming up. Now, this, I think, is fantastic. This is something from Matt at M Vapes, which I think is pretty sweet. Now, what the crap is it called? I've got a box here somewhere. Do you know what? I had a box here somewhere. I really did. See, I tidied up last night as well. Clearly not organised, just tidy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The Tobacco Talk RDA. Oh, God, I'm Superman. The Tobacco Talk RDA. Yeah, this is a Tobacco original, I believe. And it's, I don't know whether it comes as standard with this. I've got to check. But he's got a bottom feeding pin in this, which I think is superb. What we've got is, I've put a couple of, let me just show you a quick close-up. Don't take the piss about these coils. Don't take the piss. I know what you like. Right, I've just put a couple of really ugly vertical coils in there. But you can see the bottom feeding hole right in the middle. And it's working really, really quite, well. I'm really enjoying using it. And I'm not really a vertical coil kind of guy, ordinarily. But I've got it on the old... Oh, this has definitely got to be done. I've got to do this very soon because I've had this for a while now and I'm loving it. The Darwin Squonk 2. Is it Squonk 2 or Squonk Cubed? Squared. What's the 2? Cubed is 3, isn't it? Squared is 2. Or the Squonk 2 anyway. The Squonk 2 from Darwin Mods. This is 3D printed. Now, the interesting thing about these is they may not be in huge circulation. Oh. So if you do see one, then they're definitely going to be worthwhile. There's going to be two, or there are kind of two styles that are floating around at the moment. The 3D printed one, as such, and the wooden one. Wooden and is it alley or steel? I can't remember. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Really enjoying it. So, as you know me, you know I like to have a little bit of cloudage with my squonk. And with this Torque RDA, the air's going in and down and then up, which is another one of those airflows that I can't quite wrap my head around, but I think it's more effective than the... So yeah, that's proving out to be pretty sweet. I'm enjoying that very much though. Not as much as I'm enjoying this box right here, though. It's awesome. What else? Have I reviewed the Serpent yet? I don't think I have I? I don't think I've got the Serpent to do anyway, so that's coming up. I maintain, I'm pretty sure I mentioned on the last vlog that it's a great tank. It looks the tits and it works well. The airflow's brilliant, but wicking is something. If you're going to use it at 30 watts plus, wicking is something that you've got to get right. And I know that's going to be the same with every tank, right? But with this one for sure. So I'm going to have another build in there, and then I've done a few in it so far, and then I'm going to get the I said, I tell you, it's one of them things where you go, twat. So that's going to be coming up once I've got another build in and seeing if an idea that I've got is going to be a little bit more helpful. We've got this 2 puffs as well, and I'm only showing you a little bit because what we've also got is Wapow from the Fogging Sailor. Look at that. Look at that. And look at that. He's done Ideal Loan Show. You know, kind of old school tattoo-y kind of way, which is fantastic. I just realised that on picture that looks like a really big crack. It's really not. But this is 3D printed. And he uses wood chippings, I think, actually in the printing stuff. So it looks awesome, and the logo is just it's a great little box. It really is. Have I got any juice in there? A little bit. Let's give it a blast, shall we? For days. Yeah, little Mytech switch on there. OKL in there at the moment, I believe. Obviously, you've got the series batteries, and it's a chunky size. It's not small, but at the same time, it works. It's really light for what you'd imagine as well. But it is comfy. So this is the tits, but I'll be going more into this. I think we might be talking about them in tomorrow night's Ideal Home Show. But at the same time, I will do a very kind of up close and personal review on this as well, as soon as I possibly can. Now, is there anything else? Oh, yes, the Fumi Challenge. The Fumi Challenge you may have seen on a few other reviewer channels. I have been challenged. I have been challenged to be part of the Fumi Challenge, which is jolly good. So what's been happening at the moment? I recently got my box of stuff, and said box of stuff, and it's a huge box. It wasn't full, but there's a bunch of different juices in there. And there's, what have we got? Yeah. We've got Trippy Drips stuff. We've got Captain Obvious. Ooh. We've got these guys. Bomb Queen. Which is interesting. And a whole bunch of stuff. 30 blend, daily dose, and some tobacco. I might not do the tobacco. I might give it a go, but the only tobacco that I've tasted to date and have actually gone along with is Foo's Gold from the Plumes, which is that one. If you've not tried a tobacco, try that bugger. Try that bugger right there, because that's worthwhile. And there's a couple of places in the UK doing them now. I know Rick at Modmaker is selling these, so give him a look on there. And they're bloody marvellous. Bloody marvellous. Now, what else? What else? Oh yes, so with the Fumi, you get a little. This is a cracking little piece of kit. This is a cracking package really. I'm going to go into this in the proper video, but essentially we're just trying to encourage you to encourage a smoker that you know to quit smoking and get vaping, and you get one of these little puppies. It's not clouds for days, not by any stretch, but if that's the sort of thing, it's actually been quite fun going back to the old kind of ego style. It's got an iClear 10, I think it is, on top of there. So, you know, it is what it is. It's not going to be a cloud or flavour chasing monster, but it's it get you off the smokes. That's what it's all about. And it's variable wattage as well, variable voltage. So yeah, I'll go into that. That I do need to do pretty soon. I've just been going through a few of the juices first, just so I can give you, even though I don't do juice reviews, as you know, I want to give you a fairly good idea about what they're like, or just to give you an overview at the very least. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, what are we at? 24 minutes. Well, that's fucked, isn't it? How is that 24 minutes? I didn't really think I've been going that long. I really didn't. I'm losing my mind just a little bit. Anyway, yeah, the Fumi Challenge. I was challenged to do it by Vaping Vic. That's Vaping V1CK. And I've got a couple of reviewers that I'll be challenging to do the same thing. So that's going to be a pretty interesting one. But what else should I tell you? Are you interested in the sort of stuff that I've been watching? Are you interested in that? I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but I'll tell you a couple. Grim Green, he's obviously had a couple of interesting vids, which I kind of like the look of. The Solstice RDA that he came out with recently, that looks pretty interesting. What else? What else? Oh, Grim did the VT200. So behind the times, I had mine ages. Because I'm totally as busy. Oh, the Vaping Bogan had a lovely looking mech. It looks like the Philippines are coming out with some amazing kind of mechs these days, and like mech boxes. And he had one called the Lucifer mech mod, which was it looked pretty sweet. What else? Obviously, Mark Todd's reviews. Just as soon as he posts anything up, I have to watch it immediately. And you know, have a little word with myself. He's a lovely man. In fact, what did he do? What did he do recently? I'm kind of in it now. I'm just like, well, do you know what? We're vlogging away, we're chatting. If you like it, good. Turns out an awful lot we do, which is bonkers. But there was something that Todd did recently, and I thought that looks really cool. Because obviously we've got sort of quite different vaping styles, Todd and I. Although he is kind of knocking on the door of being a little bit cloudy these days. Have you noticed that? Do you watch his reviews? You definitely should watch his reviews. I can't find it. There was something that really kind of stood out, and I thought, ooh, not a fucking Scooby. Honestly, I'm so tired. No, don't know. Not got any idea. Obviously, Matt from Suck My Mod, been watching been kind of interested in his more kind of lifestyle vlogs recently. That's been pretty interesting. I Get You 69. He's come out with some cracking little vids recently as well. He's just the coolest bloke in the world. Have you seen Scott? I Get You 69 review a review an RDA or something along those lines. He does, and I'm not going to do any justice at all. It's very serious, and he's got to do a side cloud shot, and then he finishes it. Just like it gets me every time. It makes me giggle. It makes me giggle. Oh, now I have got an idea for a Christmas Dick video. Not Dick. No. Dick about video, where I might do something. I might do something that is either going to be found very funny by a lot of people, or it will increase the level of people that may think I'm a little bit odd. So it could go either way, and I'm not entirely sure I'm brave enough. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. But no, I don't think there's been a whole hell of a lot on. Ruby's obviously been away on her holes, so I haven't really watched much of hers recently. Has she got a new one up yet? I don't think so. I think we're good. I think that's about it. So that's been pretty much where I've been going. Oh, and there's So Much Vape, guys. Obviously, So Much Vape had a vlog recently, and then did a Who's on the Phone with Fubaka from Plumes. And obviously, there's every Monday I have to watch the Plumes. It's although I don't watch it on a Monday because it's stupid o'clock in the morning in the UK. On a Tuesday morning we watch the Plumes and love them. Just hopefully one day we'll be able to give them some advice on how to do things properly. But no, that's about it, I think, ladies and gentlemen. But if you haven't checked it out yet, check out the Ideal Ohm Show. Check it out on YouTube. I'll try and put a link down under here as well. Don't forget, I've got my Vaping Biker Facebook page. That all of my kind of widgets are all underneath the video, so if you want to click on any of my other social media, you can check some stuff out. I have been hugely lax on my website and done pretty much naff all for quite some time, and it's not a great website, so that's got to change up. So especially now we've done the whole kind of rebrand with the logos and stuff, I'm going to be doing the website as soon as I can get around to it, and tying it all in together. And also there might be a couple of other goodies in 2016 as well, so fingers crossed on that one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you with the tail end, and like I say, by all means please leave your opinions of the intro and what have you underneath. Whether I take any notice of it at all, entirely different thing altogether. But I'd like to hear your opinions. And at the same time, if you're a band, you can always drop me an email on info@vapingbiker.co.uk, or you can send me a message through my Vaping Biker Facebook page. So, you know, there's a couple of options there. I will... Don't get all arsey with me if I listen to it and I go, nah, I'm not really feeling it. Or, you know, it's music, much like juice, is a very personal thing. I've, unfortunately for you, got a platform where I'm kind of throwing it out there, but it is a hugely personal thing. So some things I may not kind of vibe with, but you know, hopefully there's a lot out there. I've got hair like right in front of my eye, and there's a lot of stuff out there that I can share with the world. So. With the world, with my 5 and a bit thousand subscribers, anyway. No, that is it. Vaping with Thesis. If you've not watched any of his videos, the man's a nutter. He's awesome. He's definitely worth watching. I'm going to leave you with the tail end of this vlog now. It's been 30 minutes and 42 seconds, which is ridiculous, especially as I was going to be doing a quick one. What a muppet. I will be working through Christmas with this as well. I've got the week off between Crimbo and New Year, so it means that I can get a whole chunk of videos done and get properly caught up. So everyone's a winner there. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching if you're checking out the Ideal Home Show on a Thursday night, 9 PM GMT. You can go check it out either through the YouTube channel, or you can go onto the ohmpage.com/live, and you can join in the chat there and just talk random bollocks with the rest of us if you so see fit. So there we go. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for putting up with all my ums and ahs. Thank you very much for subscribing, and I hope to give you some pretty cool bits and bobs coming up over the next few months as well. Thanks very much indeed. What should I sign out with? It's going to have to be the Fogging Sailor, isn't it? Let's just pop a little bit of juice. Oh, juice-wise. Fucking done it again now. Juice-wise, I took a bunch of this to work as well today. You may know I've been on the hunt for a decent custard. And the very nice chaps at Isle of Custard have sorted me out with some. And I've got a whole bunch here. We've got Son of a Biscuit Eater, we've got Cutlass Custard, we've got Blackbeard's Blood, Galley Rat, something or other, and it's marvellous. And then there's also a Custard Clouds Ahoy, which is, and the rest, I think those ones are 70-30. This is an 80-20. And I'm really, really enjoying it. It doesn't upset your coils too much, which is my big thing. I don't want a custard that does it. You can get enough sweet tasting juice. Excuse me. You can get enough sweet tasting juice these days that doesn't royally fuck your coils. So I am continually on the hunt. So if you do know of anything, I know I had a bunch of suggestions before. It's brilliant suggesting the stuff that's only in the States, but I can't really get it, and I'm not paying a gazillion pounds on shipping and tax just to try a custard that I may or may not like. But that is quite nice stuff. It's quite subtle. It's not in your face, but it's got that nice sweet aftertaste. So yeah, so Isle of Custards, not bad. Go and check them out. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Dean the Vaping Biker. Check out the outro, whatever it's called. Thank you very much for watching. I can't talk. Good night all. Have it large!
I'm fading, it's come to an end. I feel an obligation to start